What's up, all you good for the fly guys? You know who it is, the cat in the hat, your resident fly guy, your chief architect, Michelangelo, StarArchitects.com, here to help you redesign your frame of mind when it comes to the styling thing. Now, look, first and foremost, apologies. No, you didn't get no style speaks or boyfriend material last week. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with my computer. Um, so what I may end up doing is just doing a style speaks here, and then releasing the video whenever that comes out to play, and I'm probably going to end up doing that. So just bear with me on that. I do apologize for it. My system is giving me a notification that there's no storage space left, but it's all on this other program. So I've been YouTubing all weekend how to remove that, and I may have to have one of my friends come and wipe that other off. So I do apologize, no excuse. Definitely need to still make sure that you're getting this information and this knowledge. But today we're going to be talking all about or this week we're going to be talking about the different types of pants that you wear, whether you know it or not. Each pair of pants that you have expresses a certain type of energy and a certain type of awareness. So I often tell guys, if they're doing something casual, they don't necessarily want to have business-oriented types of trousers. And unfortunately, a lot of guys think that, oh, if I go get some chalk stripe or some pinstripe trousers, that's just as casual as maybe some pin dot trousers in a different color or in a different type of pattern or proportion that they're putting on. And they're actually very, very different. You know, you don't want to step out going to relax in a space and have on a dark sweater and then some chalk stripe pants that are very tightly, put tightly together, and that are very stark, because those are still power patterns that are going to put you in a position that make you seem very aggressive. Now, unless you're in a social space where you do want to come off aggressive like that, that's not necessarily a bad thing. However, you probably would do better in a social situation to create something that's going to have a wider, lighter type of pattern and type of pattern that's going to be there. Same thing with the colors. As we move closer to Easter weekend, Easter weekend is going to be next week. It's more important for you to not necessarily be overtly colorful, but for you to have some color in your pants if you want to, or in some sort of aspect of your wardrobe that creates a certain levity, a lightness when you are moving throughout the day. So you don't want to be the guy who looks super conservative on a day that is kind of colorful, and that doesn't mean that you have to have on sun yellow pants or bright orange pants. You can probably at that point, that's a pretty safe bet for the weekends and things of that nature, but you want to make sure that you're paying attention to those things. So don't forget that color is always going to create a certain level of consciousness and awareness, and it's also going to be the mood for your clothing. So if you're creating a center of attention that is bright or that is very expressive, then just be aware of how that is going to then respond when you're moving around your spaces. So, excuse me. So three different spaces we're going to focus on: professional, social, and then interpersonal, dating, things of that nature. If you're on professional spaces, you're probably going to have one of four different types of colors, and that's either going to be black, that's going to be khaki, or like a tan, that's going to be gray, or that's going to be blue. Those are always your safest bets, and depending on your color scheme will be where you're going to start creating your base, your base on, I don't know if basis is a word. If that's not a word, I apologize. You're going to start putting those on. When it comes into your social spaces, it's important to remember that you're in the presence and to be aware of other people's spaces. So in these places, you can move to four other positions where it would be more of a charcoal gray. You can do a lighter cobalt, royal, or even a lighter powder blue, depending on the situation. Then you can move into your tans that have a more reddish or orange or greenish underhue in those spaces. So these are like the sages. When it comes to your greens, this is your sun yellow that has a little bit more orange in it with the brown. This is your burnt orange pants when you're in social situations. So it's not too outlandish, it's not too over the top, but it still does provide some whimsy, some charm in those spaces that make people inquire about who you are. And then lastly, when we're talking about the interpersonal, I'm talking about your close friends, or you're at something casual, even if you're at like a barbecue or you're at a rooftop party that is casual, and you want to step your game up and make sure that you're kind of separating yourself from the masses. That's when you pull out all the color. That's when you pull out the Nantucket reds, when you pull out the mint, the mint greens, when you pull out the pale blue, or that stark, electric blue. That's when you can pull out the fuchsia. That's when you can do all these different types of things. And once you can do those things, then you understand how to maneuver in each space, and you will make sure that you're creating the proper center of attention. So try that on, see how it fits you. Again, I do apologize that I haven't been on YouTube. I have been, it's just been some issues, but we will get that together. Until then, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not, please make sure that you're giving me some feedback so I can make sure that I am curating this conversation. If it's not understandable, to make it more understandable. If it is understandable and it's just not benefiting you, that I can do those different types of things to make sure you're getting the best that you can when it comes to this conversation. Lastly, please make sure that you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And please make sure that you share this with your friends, because I guarantee you it will be beneficial to them. And if it's not, then I'm only learning and growing so I can be better for you. Until then, don't ever forget that dress is nothing more than the expression of a man's state of mind. So you should always dress to express. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.